Well, both sides are touting progress. You heard President Trump there talking up the possibility of a deal. On the Chinese side as well, they're talking very positively. President Xi has talked about substantial progress in these talks. And we heard Liu He, when he spoke to the press after 2 days of trade talks here in Washington, he said that the two sides had reached a new consensus on such important issues as the text of a trade agreement. That's my understanding at the moment, that both sides are working line by line through the text of an agreement that both President Trump and President Xi could sign off at some later day. There'll be more talks in Washington on Friday. One of the big stumbling blocks at the moment is about the enforcement of this agreement. Lots of people in the White House say, look, China has agreed to big, bold promises before with previous administrations, only to later walk away from those agreements and break those agreements. So this time the US wants to ensure that China sticks to its side of the bargain. One of the ways they want to do that is to keep some of the tariffs that the US currently has imposed on China in place. China wants all those tariffs that have been imposed over the past 12 months to be lifted immediately when a new agreement is signed. But the US is saying, look, hang on a minute, we might keep them in place for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. And then, if you stick to your side of the agreement, we might start to peel those tariffs off. There's a lot riding on this. The IMF said this week that there's a risk to global growth if this trade war continues or if there's new tariffs put in place. So this affects all of us. Every economy around the world is affected by this. Lots of expectations, lots of pressure for both sides to come up with some sort of agreement.
Harry, thank you very much. Harry Horton in Washington.